Engineer, I want to make a good morning.
Major super good morning.
Now, point to say.
Before crowd call salutation, no, baby, I will with your app, no, and then sa nyamani nano. Fatu baby answer, near serious matter.
Engineer, there be no common here, no baby, because minister, meet the press and draw. Walk catch say, maybe, engineer, Mami, miss me question, no, because happening here. You will digitalize the economy. We are doing that to ensure say BBI ye biano, ye benya efficiency.
Last 4 years, Minister of Environment with the AMA, app bia, baby engula gunu, na wa reporto. Na what can photo now I send it na GPS a picking location no na assembly abeye nweduma bisa say sa app no ezum fa so pa ti say ye kan wa sem ene ne de wan obi bi aba abeji hu sika eko say obi so say wa ye app assembly be ministry ni be pianaka say so to on the spot near weather forecast na I actually say issue nam agboba eba entimen fa ho what are you talking about how is that going to stop flooding it is an act to forewarn you not to go into the flood but the cause of flood and management of flood way has nothing to do with it. Me bag boba, se say I no pay me wa boba, me bag boba. Ensure akesie mienu na magboba ha ekopie mu odo mi ho eko. Say ayema na se me hwe app no so a. Me hu se ensure na ayema. Fine, ma sign. But what has that got to do with ensure na ba no? Ayema na se mi hu a na ma mia bibi so app no so na divert flood na kopie Madina. And then na bibia eto asumi na Medina for a struggle or na me mekem. But how is that going to stop the flooding from occurring? This is the question I'm asking. It's easier to talk about app. And a example say app from the man health inspectors so nam babia na se hu mura do atwa no actual location no send the call central now, you call central, not a vehicle. There is no equipment to come and collect it. But up with Yetiaka, with Yetiaka, just to warn you. I don't know what to say weather forecast. Ensure a talk one like in a month or 2 months. And during that period now to September, I better start to be I mean, you may do let's until I make a menko, I bought here and my temperature now, a cost and pay based on a concert. So far as I'm concerned, any serious business for us now. The most serious business in say how to stop the flood and yet awareness for me to dodge the flood.
I see. Maminko page 57 of the Daily Graphic. Ministry of West to acquire system to monitor flood. As part of effort to deal with flooding in Accra, the Ministry of West and Housing will acquire a flood early warning system that will provide advance notice to impending flooding for the protection of vulnerable communities. The Sector Minister Francis Asenso Buachi disclosed that the design for the system had been completed and that the ministry was in the process of engaging a service provider to deliver it. The minister, who was speaking at the meet the press briefing in Accra yesterday, explained that with the early warning system, people in vulnerable communities will benefit in advance of notice of flooding so that they can as well take steps to protect their lives and their properties as well. He said in a press briefing. I didn't say we engineer.
The issue at stake is there is going to be a flood. I mean, somewhere you have warned me. In the first place, how am I going to even save my property? Make a higher equator. Never to some in free. How? You are getting out of my temperature.
Debbie, I'm not getting out of your temperature. This is a national issue. A national issue. Fighting. If this is one of the models, engineer, if this is one of the models, no, my effective system, preventing people from getting drowned in the waters. What do you expect the minister to do? A tertiary solution, a abstract solution. We need a real solution to solving floods. And yeah, the air warning me. Now, air warning me, the danger is there. It is still there. The flood will still come. It is say a warning. Now, what dengue and now what canoe. Na o di ato insuo so na ana bakuya kokun yeni akasu e fense adade no
ski bi no
jet no yes
yentu tobi na ba na o di afaso wi na oko what are you talking about? What, oh my word of you hear an app an app to be placed on the northern stretch from Accra up to Tamale, so we can monitor activities of drivers. Drivers who are sleeping, who are tired, who have just driven. So they don't go and kill people on the road. Police form no more monitor drivers, including the vehicles. And you wabre because driver wabre no that's no kukum nipa 30 near to. You say yakoye apa, yedikwa warning. There are so many apps on weather on the phone. I bet you say you show where bay. You sure a bit creative a flood.
Yeah, but I don't know more specific communities. Yeah, flood prone areas.
Specific. Now yet me and it will be a beton. But I'm saying say it is not something that will stop the flooding or something that will assist the flooding itself in managing the flood.
Engineer Tiaway, on the 25th of May, Omanpanyi Ekasaye, and our ma directive, say, and no obia was sit down at the waterway biano, baby and shortening for beer sit down at the blocky biano. The MMDAs must take the necessary steps to pull down all those structures. Just about last week, okay, Minister and the Ministry of Western Housing, a complaining say, Omanpanyin directive our Mayen, Sika Wamo de Besha said Jumediano Aseno. The Finance Ministry no issue Sikebia. And Prime Minister Kasabium or say, for the country to be able to solve the perennial flooding situation, we need about $5 billion. And San Yetimi asolve it. And in the interim, no putting everything together. And here funny Yebenya says Sikano because you and I know. Say drains ni bebre owa emu choked.
Kessben.
Oh, Mr. Speaker, I'm a master.
I was an engineer. I didn't hear.
Ghana budget in Ankasa saying for $5 billion, no for times say 8 cities $1. Now he says Kessben Abinya. Now he says Ghana budget in Ankasa say the yearly budget saying. Near for $5 billion from a 1 ministry. And now some minutes, you know, what my generators are funds, no, but my generators are funds.
Yes,
what are you talking about?
But we need to save lives.
Yes, and property.
Yes.
Yes, but no, $5 billion got me books in that. You 650 million from Okubanda Point. And you Papa Bakwi. Lawyer, no.
Kessben.
Attachia.
Okay.
That was somewhere around 900 million. Na drew millions and so quite they were saying 5 billion.
And then a rough estimate, I was here betting me at the solving the flooding situation.
The actual no baby 9 billion. And now below.
It could be higher or below.
You on find details in the here. Because the guy say copper 650 buy, no find details in the channel. Yeah, who find details, you know. Yeah, or chance so a man could do 950, no, or the 900, no. Honestly, yeah, who find details, you know. And all kind of sound, or offer find details in the ABA. Now obey the whole of Agbogblosia free hall. Now what could see village from our home? That is within the 5 billion. That's okay. And so if find details in the Maya, so I scan the obot remia, wabonqua. Find details in the bra. I mean how it will look like. Because there are so many things that can be done. So that here.
I see.
One would say Debian and says so talk free, then so base in more. Not of Anko Hono, I am ma. It's only free typer. Urbano. Also, we are construction, you know, Sa Hono, a coffin.
Okay.
A tra. Oh, baby, na moose Hono, any baby, a dandy see where a boko house. A walk. Free Accra bar on your left.
I will type a road in this.
That on a marshy area. I receive you. Okay. A road in Accra.
I will type a junction. Honana.
Type a junction on a house. Type a junction. Accra on your left.
Okay.
About a Boko house. A submerged war. And wooden. And a moose to form so almost tremuba or machino. No almost a business war. Now, or occupy that marshy area now receiving Sunu Kakakari type of Hunina.
Yeah.
And if we want to move the moose people away, you move moose phone in Africa and then create a very huge natural lake to receive all the water from Taifa Lake, Bogbana, Akuti. That is reasonable. And because I don't know, then you have created a man-made lake. Because that is how it is. It's supposed to receive the water from Taifa. And if some of these things are going to be done within the 5 billion, that's okay.
Yes, but in the absence of the money, and then in the absence of model, I would say Jumano. What can be done to curb the situation? Because we are being confronted with it.
Something I make the area is you Taifa any Ofanko and Tamuhono.
Yes, Ofanko barrier Hono.
And your point man call Sa Moose Hono. Because of economic activities, I hear Hono. And if we are going to get something to dredge it and then widen that area to receive the water, because you can't build there. People are only trying to block the place so that they can build. But if we want to do it properly, then we have to create some artificial lake. Because naturally, in a honey receiving you.
And I was saying, West Assembly, no, it will boost our buildings.
Needs a capacity.
No, man, pay my directives in this old no,
and Ganoff.
Ganoff, I want a Ganoff.
Or my penny directive, no, a limited.
In which sense?
Tell me about 2 court war. I'm a base on your chief justice. Over to court war because will be permit and all the dynasty war. And you won't continue because President Aka.
No, but so obi ma permit, no. The custodians of the permit, no, assembly, no. Say assembly name ma building permit. Now assembly now Kasanso Ashe who say, baby, I would dine in location, no, waterway.
You have to pay for the
yes, then the assembly would have to bear the cost of that because of my penny say you
because they are limited, you know, the assembly no money needs our funds to go into that.
I see.
And you have to go and it's a matter of you don't just get up. Better than judgment debt.
I think it was just a mere directive.
Oh, even the only permit in Po, and compensate the all permit.
Engineer Medasi.
It doesn't work like that too. You don't, sorry, no. Even you need a demolition permit
from the courts.
No, from the assembly. If we have to sit down and certify ourselves, say, "Ade we know, ye kwaku bu ye bebu ni say, ye bu ni say, ye be sisa ni say, ye sisa ni say, ye be ni say." Because then it's one. Ubede who say, "Only pakrona or ye chemical, ibi womwa." Ubede who say, "Acid bi womwa." Ubede who okra ammonium womwa. Ubede who. So you need to go and run some. Any easy then no say the one year would be greater than this boom. Na obeba na ammonium na paya oyende.
Okay.
And it is not a matter of and most of the time you know say you book a sorona ni a jai foundation esi ho. Oh, and you need a exercise you are doing it and asase wo ho no o temper with asase no send information is here. Now see there is wa wo so asase no. And he said, you have to salvage it.
And I know, listen about Kumase frame. And Obisa me say, I am in Miss and paying for money. Says, I die in the directive or man paying man, one more bubu die anywhere. And run one more best self free ho, and ask one any day.
And Nuna Mecano, sir, you need a whole demolition permit. Now, how to go with the exercise. And you top on baby only panel free near giant foundation in now. And the foundation now we on a house and so no nam. And you now 2 foundations what temper with the earth. So you need to salvage the rest. How are we going to go about it? It is not a matter of just demolishing and for property. You have to use all the other happen there on back or drawing why the ICT for Yabemona Mu and the Pianica on the back of a ma. But and solve problem there.
Okay. Engineer, Mamma now was Yano Pay.
Miss Mida was his speaker.
Midasi, engineer won't continue a minute in common local government expect, and then an engineer as well. Nah, dear cousin, I go see a young tardy. Why, young tardy, not young.